All right, well, first let's get this out of the way. That was, by rule, an illegal block in the back on Taylor Reid.
Yes, there's no you can't blame the official for that. I mean, he makes that play in front of the official. I mean, had it happened across the field, then I might have been a little bit more upset. But I mean, how do you blame him? I mean, everyone's going to debate: was he past him? Was he not past him? You just can't do it.
Ironically enough, the Stampeders' plan was to actually kick it out of bounds, but their punter, Rob Maver, was hurt. Rennie Paredes, their kicker, had not punted since his junior season at Concordia. He actually flubbed the ball and he jab-stepped. But what a game.
Yes.
What a game, what a finish, and what a performance from Bo Levi-Mitchell, who at the age of 24 is only starting, Giulio, to write his CFL resume.
Well, I'm telling you, if you're the Calgary Stampeders, you got to be very excited about the future. Not that he was doing anything during the regular season, you know, to make you think that he wasn't going to be a future star, but my goodness, to come into this kind of stage and perform the way he did. I mean, first of all, the play calling by Dave Dickinson I thought was extraordinary.
Using John Cornish as a decoy, which my partner called for the 48 hours leading into this.
But I think, too, though, like when you call a play, you need everybody to execute, and especially in this game, you need a quarterback to execute. And it just seemed like every time that Hamilton came with a blitz or did something that they were trying to rattle him, he had an answer. He was able to elude a lot of the pressure, make some big plays downfield. He was able to read the blitz, throw the hot route. And then when you're converting on 2nd and 20 and 2nd and 12, I mean, you're demoralizing a defense. And what can you say about his performance? It was magical.
The Grey Cup MVP at one point had 10 consecutive completions. The Tiger Cats came back in the second half. In the first, Zach Caleros was 0 for 4 on second down. But we learned a lot about Hamilton's quarterback, too, in this game, didn't we?
Well, I think that when you look at this Hamilton Tiger Cat team, I think it's a reflection of the town. Yeah. They're tough, they're gritty, and they're never going to give up.
Ever.
And so Zach Caleros, to me, I think you talk about being excited about Bo Levi-Mitchell, you have to be excited about him as well. I mean, he's the kind of guy that is just never going to give up. He was gritty, he was gutty, he was willing to do anything that he had to do to win a football game, and he was almost able to pull it off. What could have been, had there been no penalty, will be the burning question for the Hamilton Tiger Cats, not only this year, but for many years to come.
The Stampeders' defense thrives on disguising, but in this game, when it really mattered, they just delivered. Giulio, right here by the end zone. First and goal at the one after the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, and they stepped up there and then delivered when it mattered at the end.
Well, I mean, that's Rich Stubler and his defense, right? I mean, they'll bend, but they won't break. But that front four was able to use a lot of twists up front to get pressure. And when you're able to get pressure in this league with 4 guys, you're able to be very creative in the back end with your linebackers and secondary, disguising, changing looks up, and they were able to execute. Rich Stubler, John Huffnagel, did it on stage there. You know, he pointed out that Rich Stubler deserves a lot of credit for what he did. And, I mean, what a complete team effort. And they're finally able to say that they finished and won a championship.
Organizational effort.
Yes.
A 15-3 season, wire to wire, the best team in the Canadian Football League from beginning to end.
Yes.
And now, does this Stampeder team enter the conversation as maybe the greatest team in CFL history?
I don't know about that. I mean, I think you might gain some debate there. And the reason I say that is I think about those great teams in the 90s with Doug Flutie and Alan Pitts and Dave Sapunjas. It's great for debate, and I'd love to have that debate with you because it would be a lot of fun. But when you go from start to finish the way the Stampeders did, and you're able to finish it with a championship, you have to throw them in the debate.
Let's go debate it. But first, one last thing. John Huffnagel, on his future, told me he's going to make an announcement in the next couple of days, but his plan is to remain on the sidelines next season for the Stampeders. Those Stampeders that are winners of the 102nd Grey Cup.